Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Daily High with your host, Matt McGregor, and the calmed down version of Tone Vade. Good morning, Tone. How are you, mate?
I'm good. I'm good. You're right. I am a little more calmed down. And on screen share, I will show you guys why I've calmed down a little bit. Should we just go?
Please take it away, my friend.
So yesterday in our comment section, someone did tell me a website that is showing uh, how eager Bitcoin miners are to signal for this user-activated soft fork in knots. Matt, do you see the number of miners that have signaled for it?
Zero?
Yes. So, yeah. So again, it's only like 3 days. It may not stay zero into September, but if all things go well in the universe, this number will remain zero into September. So seeing this number at zero is definitely a good thing, and definitely calms me down a bit. And the price hovering at 88 is also good. Let me just run through the charts. Everyone, honestly, look, I haven't looked at this gold and silver chart in like 5 days because I just had so much more important things going on than gold and silver. But we will take a look at them because I didn't take a look at them yesterday.
Great.
So, monthly chart. The month is coming to an end. We have a few days left. This is a very shitty candle, which still tells me that we are expecting more downside into next month. The weekly chart looks even worse with a nasty engulfing candle, which is weird because usually when a new candle shows up, these candles adjust to be accurate. This candle is still not accurate. This candle gave us a brand new weekly closing low. Our prior low was 86,850, and last week was 86,590. So we have a new weekly closing low. Of all the things in the world on any chart, I cannot think of a more bearish case than a new weekly closing low, especially in consolidation. So the weekly chart is a total disaster. If the current week does go below 86.4, we will get a weekly red star candle. I was kind of optimistic on the uh, weekly green star candle, but then, I thought that BIP 444 was going to die, but it got rebranded into BIP 110, and here we go. So I'm going to delete this blue line. It's no longer necessary here. This is a terrible looking consolidation at the lows. I'm going to delete these arrows because this actually happened, just didn't go as high as I was
Well,
hoping.
there's another blue line you could draw in, which I did on my chart last night, which is the previous lows, weekly candle close, and then the new weekly candle close. That line straight across is almost, I just how I did it last
Oh,
week.
yeah.
So
Oh, absolutely. There it is, a new closure below this line with a red star candle. Kind of locks us into significant lows. Like
right.
I'm gonna be looking to hedge. Would I short Bitcoin here is the big question. Because remember, I'm not in any long positions. We are talking trading positions. We're not talking hodling positions, right? So as far as trading positions go, I have been out of all long trading positions since somewhere back here. So the question is, when is it appropriate to scale back on your hodling positions and or shorting your trading positions, right? I kind of treat them as the same, right? So you have a hodling stash. Everyone should have a hodling stash.
That's right.
And anyone watching the show, not anyone, but the majority of the people watching the show have a trading stash in addition to their hodling stash. That trading stash, unless it's taken on very short term trades using hourly charts, uh, should not have been long. Maybe over here, as we were going into the green star candle, that would have been the only long tradable swing trade, which should have already been liquidated or, taken off the table, right? Voluntarily liquidated, not forced liquidated, I hope. So assuming that you still have your hodling stash and your trading stash is in cash or USDT, whatever you're using, going short on your trading stash or reducing your bullish position in your hodling stash are somewhat the same, not exactly the same. Like if you think Bitcoin is going down to like $10,000, it might be more appropriate to convert that hodling stash to cash than acquiring more Bitcoin that keeps losing value. You know what I mean?
Yeah, mate. I mean, months and months and months ago at 117, I sold a few Bitcoin from my HODL stash to reallocate. When the wave turned red, the plan was just to reallocate it back when we get our weekly green diamond. And I'm still sitting on that as we speak, waiting for that just to enter it back in. I mean, I've saved like 30% on that, but it's just one part of the. Do you remember that the show I did, Diversified Trading within a single asset? It's still on our website on the video. And that's what Tone's talking about. And I made a whole show about it, like 2 years ago, talking about how I have like 5 or 6 different ways to trade Bitcoin, and there's a hodl, and then there's a swing trade position, there's a leverage trading position, there's the bot position, there's the arbitrage positions. There's all these different ways of trading just one asset that you're hyper focused on. And that's all Tone's talking about. He's not talking about his hodl, but there is an argument to be made to reduce your hodl position in the hopes of re-entering at a lower price. That's just common sense.
So for me personally, this is the line. I have a MRI acceleration line here. We have the ultimate daily closing low, and Bitcoin going below this line on a daily closing basis, below 85,000 on a daily close, basically puts me in Bitcoin short positions. Okay. Now, Bitcoin short positions, significantly reducing. It's up to you how you play it, right? Like again, there's multiple things here. I try not to tell people when to buy and when to sell, but I also try not to tell people how they should take advantage of their opinion, whether Bitcoin is bullish or bearish, right? I'm telling you my opinion. My opinion is the moment Bitcoin closes a daily candle, and I use the term loosely, because a daily candle closes at 8 p.m. at exactly the same day, just use your judgment, right? Like there is instead of drawing lines, I really should be drawing boxes. Like this is literally, to me, the final support before shit hits the fan. Now, in my opinion, we're going down to 70. That's my definition of shit hitting the fan. Okay. Now, what am I going to do when this happens? How am I going to take advantage of my confidence that Bitcoin is going to 70? There are 3 options, right? I could enter short trades and try to acquire more Bitcoin, which would be going down in value along with my hodl position, right? I could sell the hodl position and use that money. And I was like, well, if you sell Bitcoin, someone left a comment in a video, right? Well, if you sell Bitcoin, what else do you do? What do you do with the money? And I'm like, well, I wouldn't be putting it into gold and silver because I think they're in a bubble, right? So there's a million other options. You can hold it in cash. You could buy land. You can buy real estate. You can put it in the S&P 500. You can go on vacation. You can remodel your kitchen. You could, do a million things. You can start a business. You can fund a business. You can put it in a VC that you trust. There's 100 things you can do with the money, right? You can donate it to charity, right? There's 100 things to do with the money, right? So if I feel that Bitcoin is breaking that 85 barrier, I have 3 options. I could, as far as what to do with the Bitcoin, I could take on short positions and increase the amount of Bitcoin if I'm right on the move. I could sell the HODL position and do something with that money of all the things I just described. Because I'm busy, might just stay in cash. Well, like, who cares, right? The point is, if Bitcoin is dropping and I'm not in Bitcoin, I'm not losing money, okay?
Mhm.
And the third thing,
with the potential to buy it back at a better price. You're
correct, with the potential to
potentially
buy it,
saving yourself from a 40% drop,
right?
like it. Yeah.
And there's a third option. You can hedge. And let's say buying put options is a hedge, right? So, yes, you're still holding the Bitcoin. You're not taking on a taxable event by selling the Bitcoin, but you bought put options, you bought insurance. So, as Bitcoin price is going down, your insurance will cover any losses of that Bitcoin. Okay. You can also hedge with futures if you know what you're doing, right? So these are your options. These are my options. If you agree with my assessment that Bitcoin will go down towards low 70s if it breaks 85, that is how I'm treating it. So hopefully tomorrow I will interview another person from Prospera, which I did on yesterday's show. Interviewed Lonas, who is like a community manager and responsible for a lot of stuff. We talked about what makes Prospera great. And I want to interview one more person before I leave Prospera about all the real estate opportunities in Prospera. And I am interested in several of these real estate opportunities, not to mention the other things I discussed, like investing in a small farm, chickens, cows, because I want to one day open a gluten-free, seed oil-free restaurant here so I can eat clean food. And it would be awesome if the food on the plate is coming from like right over there. There, you can see the cow. Not literally, but you can drive 10, 15 minutes. I don't exactly want cows in my backyard. They don't smell very very nice. So I would rather have the cow, a 10, 15-minute drive away from my place than literally in my backyard. But it's the same thing. It's almost in my backyard. So these are the kinds of things people do with money. They invest in things that they will enjoy. And if you sell your Bitcoin at 80 and use it for something you enjoy, you're not going to be upset when Bitcoin goes to 150 because you enjoy the thing that you spent it on.
I tell you what, Tone, there's two really good points that you just made there. One, like in my case, I bought the house. So and I owe nothing on the house and the cars and stuff like that. I know this is a unique situation, but it goes to what you're talking about. I did that here in Japan, that I don't really mind where the price goes. Like I've got my eyes on the prize of when to buy it back. That really changed. That changed a lot because I used to always be like saving for a house and blah, blah, blah like that. It made a huge difference once I just sold some Bitcoin that I earned to buy the house. That changed a lot. And the second thing, there's just a funny cows thing. You're getting a lot of shit in the comment section about cows. I grew up on a farm, like a hobby farm, basically. Dad was in the military, but we had 20 cows or whatever. And every 6 months, we'd slaughter a cow and use every part of that cow, put it in the fridge, and it'd be like meat on tap for 6 months in the freezer. Now, I grew up like that, and it's so funny that now that's becoming a trendy, cool thing that you're talking about. That was pretty fucking normal when I grew up, that you'd knock off a cow every 6 months for meat for a long time, But now that's cool, right?
Yep. And whatever stock this is, the last stock I looked at, it looks very, very good, but it is coming up on an MRI. Oh, it's a monthly. Okay. Coming up on serious resistance. And look at the weekly. It's at a weekly MRI top. And look at the daily. The daily is, being dragged down by the weekly.
Go back to the monthly. Go back to the monthly quickly, really quickly.
Yep.
Look at the phantom signal, the purple phantom.
Oh, wow.
Monthly there.
Why did it do that just now? Okay. Oh, yeah, perfect. And a green star. Isn't that perfect when it happens on a green star candle?
Love it. Correlation. Love it.
Let me grab one more stock, EVTL. Something I've been. Someone asked me. Yeah, no, I. Never mind. This is not doing anything on the monthly. It's not doing anything on the weekly, and it's not doing anything on the daily. Oh, well, it's doing something. It's actually going down. If you get a red star candle here, it's going to go down, but you can't short $5 stocks, so you just got to get out or wait. I mean, I don't know. It's not looking good to me. Speaking of cows, this is why I was going here. Commodities. Let's take a look at cows. I'm really curious on the price of cows. Oh no, wait, sorry.
Look at that green diamond. Look at the green
lean hogs. Yeah, live
look
cows.
look at the green diamond.
Well, yeah, look at the MRI buy.
Yeah. Nice.
Right? Not only was it a daily MRI buy, it was a daily MRI buy inside a monthly MRI buy. So if we go to the weekly didn't do it. It was close. But
We're
look
on a
at the
purple
monthly.
now.
Holy shit.
Purple now on the weekly.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We're
That was
looking-
a monthly MRI sell. My bad. There was a monthly warning candle. Wow, cows got expensive. Then they crashed at the end of the year. Man, I should have bought my cows here. What the hell?
Man, cows are going to go through the roof. They don't want you to eat cows anymore. Cows are going to become so expensive. If you're, so many Australian farmers are going to become so wealthy. It's unbelievable.
No, they're not. The government's going to take away their land like they did in Amsterdam because then they're not allowed to raise cows and get rich off of them.
Yeah, that's also a thing. Yeah.
So that looks like a breakout. So cows are going to get more expensive. I'm very bullish here. This weekly MRI top is just consolidation and then more upside. What about pigs? Oh, same thing. How about that? And I saw natural gas is going nuts. Look at that. Yeah, life's going to get expensive for people, especially in Europe and even in America. And oil is near lows. Okay, that's fine. Okay, let's glance at the stock market, gold and silver, because I didn't do that yesterday. Shitcoins are not doing anything.
Everyone's been messaging me today that the US government's about to buy a shitload of yen. So the yen's going to really appreciate in value. It's been at like a real lows. It's like $1.60 US for 100 yen. It's still pretty low right now, but that's a lot of people have been talking about that.
So gold is, still up there. Weekly MRI top. I still think gold is in an exponential rise that's going to pull back. Let's see how where silver is. I still want to take advantage of this ratio. Look at this. I still want to take advantage of this ratio. I think this ratio is going to go back there. Look at that. I'm waiting for the MRI. So next month, I might go long gold and short silver. Where is silver? Here's silver. Silver is over 100. This was the new top. And I mean, maybe I'll wait for one more daily MRI top, sorry. We have a green star candle extension B. We got a reversal candle going on. I mean, maybe we can catch. I don't know. Early next month, I might take on a trade. Early next month.
I wouldn't touch it. It's a freight train.
I don't know. I've been talking about shorting silver forever. I think I have to give it one more shot.
Yeah, you give it a go. You do it with your money. Yeah. That's hyperwave or something. That's going parabolic, man.
All right. Let's just glance at the live chat questions real quick, and then chart HSY. Let's just real quick. I know it's supposed to be a short show. I'm just going to do lightning rounds. HSY. I'm not going to give much of a Hershey's. Weekly, slightly bullish. Monthly, phantom candle. Good. A little more bullish on the monthly, but nothing,
Throwback to the 50 simple moving average after we broke it, and then it's rallying back to touch it to the dollar. Could it roll over? Possibly.
Yeah, I mean, daily on a pullback. I mean, MRI buy. I mean, it's more bullish than bearish, but nothing. Like of all the charts in the world, this should not be all that exciting. Uh, blow off top for gold and silver coming. I believe so. I mean, but I thought they've been coming for like the last 2 months. But I
Yeah.
still think they're coming. Pedro, greens from Peru. DXY. Okay, yeah, I haven't looked at DXY in forever. Wow. Wow. Well, that sucks. I kind of like my dollars being strong. Well, shows you what a great job Trump is doing, doesn't it? But for the government of the U.S., a cheap dollar helps U.S. exports. So, when shorts on gold and silver, whenever I feel like it, I guess. It's my money, right?
Can you bring up EL, Estee Lauder?
STL or ESL?
No, just EL.
EL.
This is a trade I am still currently in. I got in at 63.08.
Nice. 63?
63.08.
Holy shit, it was that long ago? The Phantom Candle. Oh, wow. It was over here where the line is.
Yeah.
That's a great trade, dude. Wow.
Yeah, we talked about it on the show.
Yeah.
On the show. Like a year ago.
Yeah, you're still in it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a right top, so I'm expecting it to pull back.
I'm gonna sit in it like for 10 years. There's like I feel like I caught look at like how far it came down. Like I felt like I caught a generational buy.
Yeah, it's good. Hey, if you don't need the money, keep holding it. It's just broke a massive MRI resistance line that it's had for like 2 years.
Buy. Well, actually, one of our great viewers send it to me on. You guys send me charts all the time. Sometimes I look at them, sometimes I don't. But somebody sent that to me on Twitter, tagged me in it, and said, "Hey Matt, look at this. What do you reckon?" Because it was all the alphanumerics criteria, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go buy that today. Thank you." Yeah. I didn't find it. Keep doing that, guys. Send me stuff on Twitter.
I mean, guys, this stock is not moving anywhere. Like, what is interesting about GME? Like, Matt, do you see anything interesting in this chart? Here's the monthly, here's the weekly, and
I think there's better value elsewhere. It looks
and
fine.
here's the daily.
Better value elsewhere.
Like, there's nothing here. It went up. I mean, if you want to trade this thing on a day trade, but it's not trending, right? It's slightly more bullish than bearish, but I don't even know what GME does anymore. Guys,
cars? They make cars, right?
No, they were GameStop. They used to make resell game cartridges, and now they're a Bitcoin holding company.
Right, I'm thinking of General Motors. Sorry, you're right. GME, of course it is GameStop, of course.
I don't know what to do here either.
Give me the charts. I want to go to bed. What are you doing here? It's midnight.
Right. One more. TWST. Okay, see, this is something. This is more interesting. Like, this is an interesting chart. This is an interesting chart.
Post IPO, it had a 70% rise. It's had an 80% correction or whatever, blah, blah, blah. It's followed the criteria, and now it's building up again. Sure.
Right. Look at that. It falls 94%.
Yeah.
Off the high. It falls not that much off the IPO. Only 13% off the IPO.
Good.
It had a beautiful. See, this is the other thing I look for. Does the asset respect the MRI? And it does. Look, it bottomed on a monthly MRI buy. It then bottomed again on a monthly extension B. It then bottomed again on a monthly MRI buy just a few months ago. And now it's breaking out. This is an interesting stock. On a weekly scale, we are on an MRI top. Again, interesting stock, beautiful phantom candle from Matt's indicator. The weekly chart, does respect the MRI as well. Look, here is an extension C marking the bottom. Here's an MRI top marking the top. Another phantom candle immediately did well. MRI top consolidates the price. MRI buy ignores extension C top and bam, flies it to the upside. This is something that is interesting. MRI warning top right there. drops the market down. 1 to 4 candle correction, if it pulls back into the mid 30s, could be a very interesting buying opportunity on a daily scale. No, let's go with the weekly. So yeah, this could be a long-term play as it gets back to challenging its all-time high. This is an interesting stock.
Somebody says this company owns DNA storage, which is the next wave of AI. DNA storage lasts thousands of years. That's unproven. But is that what are you talking about? Twist? Is that what that is?
Twist. Yeah, Twist. Yeah, Twist. Yeah. Bioscience Corporation. The chart looks very interesting. LOY Lloyd's. I mean,
of London. The build.
Yeah. Oh wow. Oh wow. Yeah. Again, interesting chart. Very bullish on a monthly. Crazy bullish on a monthly. Crazy bullish on a weekly, and crazy bullish on a daily. I mean, to me, this is a little overextended. I don't chase.
Looks like silver.
Yeah, I mean the time, maybe they're holding the silver, right? Maybe the time to buy for me would have been in, let's say, 98 when it's coming off this cup and handle. Buying it at 105 right now, to me, it's a little overextended. All right, promise, last one. BTGO. No, too early. No. Too early. No. Too early. But IPO 50% correction. We are on a daily, right? So
but there was no rally. There was no pump. It was just an immediate dump.
Oh, it's Bitco. It's Bitco. Bitco went public. Yeah. Too early. Too early. You got the 50% correction though. Look at that. IPO 50% correction. Almost.
I don't like the 50% correction if it's a 50% correction from day one.
Right. No, I mean, like that. 50% correction is the minimum requirement, right? It can go 90, and it does need more than a couple of days. It's possible that it bottomed, but I would wait. And GLW, the hell is this? Well, I wouldn't buy it today. It was earnings, right? Oh God, no. Yeah, too late. Too late for me. But again, time to buy was on the last Green Star candle weekly. Nice.
Phantom.
Yeah. Or up here with the Phantom, or over here with a Green Star candle. Maybe here on a Green Star candle, but this would have been tricky to navigate. You try again on the next Green Star candle. Right now, it's time. If you hold it, I would take profit. Today, tomorrow. All right, that's it. Close this out.
Yeah, look, I'm going to skip my analysis on Bitcoin today, I suppose. You know what? Before I will look at it for a second. Please like, subscribe, share it with your friends. Hey, and just, I'll talk about it quickly on Bitcoin, right? Because we have a spot bot on Bitcoin that we've got over here on Blackbox, and this link in the description below. We don't make any money from this thing. It's just a product that we have, and it's the best product we have. It's basically my system for trading, just following, entering and exiting with a few other caveats on the wave flips. Okay. So if you're very, very emotional trader, it will just rotate your Bitcoin in and out on green waves on the weekly time frame. All right. Occasionally there's a few little jots, but they're not that painful. It has been an absolute banger in back testing, of course, but in forward testing too. It's been very, very profitable. I think we made something like 50% or something since we launched it. It's just buying and then raising cash, and then buying and raising cash. And for example, on this current run where I got out at 117 is also where you would have been out as well. And now you're just waiting. It's doing nothing. You're just in cash, and then it'll go back in when this modified loses star, it'll just allocate all the way back in, and it rolls over all your position as well. So you can just set it, forget it, and it'll just rotate in and out wisely. I think it's the best system for a long-term position on just managing Bitcoin, just rotating in and out. Totally, it's something that I highly recommend you just put some cash into and then just leave it for like 5 years and then check back, and you'll see it's been the way to go. It out traded you trying to day trade 75x leverage every single day by far. And on that note, I already mentioned that the black line yesterday, which Tone mentioned today. I'm not bearish. I'm not bullish on Bitcoin. I'm just going to look at the lower term timeframes because it was a long show already today. What do you know? We came down, got the green diamond, but that was before yesterday's show. When we were doing the show yesterday, I guess the price was like 87. We rallied to this 30 simple moving average. Absolutely perfect. Got rejected, rolled over. I think we're going down, baby. And I am, because I followed the alphanumeric system. Links in the description below. And once again, raised cash at 117 to buy Bitcoin back on a weekly time frame on a green diamond. I'm so boring, guys. I'm going to be banging Bitcoin in here that I sold up here. I had a couple of attempts, 3 attempts throughout this period to put that money back in. Lost money, like 3%, 3%. Made money on this trade, back to 3%. Now I'm back to parity, basically, and I'm just going to load up on the green diamond. Or if we break the lucid star and the wave turns green, I'll just throw it back in there. It's still, when I do that, even if the price is at today's price at 97,000, it's still saved myself 16%. So I've just rolled over, accumulated 16% extra Bitcoin. That's me, Tone Vase, coming back to you in the studio now.
Right, well, before we come back in the studio, I forgot to look at the S&P 500. This is one of the most bullish charts I've ever seen. So yeah, I think I know what I'm gonna do. If I'm getting rid of my HODL, it's going into the S&P 500. Like, I cannot be more bullish this chart.
Yeah, people are asking about the bots. Get inside the Discord. We've got 10,000 people that can point you in the right direction inside the Discord. It is the spot bot, not the leverage bots. It's all there for you. It's on the website. Scan the links description below. You know, blackbox.pro. You really can't go wrong. We'll point you in the right direction inside the Discord group. I got to go. This show's been way longer than I anticipated, but it's been a good show. Thank you for your time. We'll see you the same time tomorrow.
Later, guys. Matt, what's AMX Bullbox?
That's the spot bot.
Okay, that is the spot bot.
Alphanumerics Bullbox. Get inside the Discord group. You'll see.
Bye, guys.
You'll see.